Good morning, I'm Olivia. This is my SilverSneakers Flex Chair Yoga class. Welcome. I'm going to invite you to sit at the back of the chair first. Snuggle up into whatever you have, hopefully a chair without any arms in it. And here we go. You have arrived. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Let go. And settle on in. Close your eyes. Right away, does your mind get active, or can you just let it still? The body thrives on movement, and the brain thrives on stillness. And we have got that all backwards in this world. So as you take those deep inhales, be aware of movement of the collarbone, the breastbone, maybe the bottom of the rib cage. You feel it expand. If you take a long inhale, see if you can take a longer exhale. First thing we do when we come into this world, last thing we will do when we leave it, and we don't spend any time thinking about it. So I'm inviting you to do that now. All right, so before you pull away all the way out to the edge of the seat, I just want you to sit up, see, nice and tall, and then breathe into the back ribs. A little different feel, isn't it? All right, so now let's move out to the edge of the seat. So your sit bones are right there at the edge. Put my microphone back on. And right now, let's breathe into the heart space. Close your eyes once again. And as you do that, feel the collarbones broaden. Feel the shoulder heads draw to the side walls. Notice you're sitting taller than when you were sitting in the seat. Have a lot of movement for a while, so let's start easy today. Turn the chin over the right shoulder, open the eyes really wide, and then close the eyes. Come back to the center. We go the other way, over the left shoulder, open the eyes really wide, let the eyes drift close, come back to the center, tipping the head over to the right. It's like you have this beam of light, you're going to shine it up there, and then reach the left fingers away. Like trying to get that thing that's right over there. Come right back up. We go the other way. Same thing without the body moving, just the head. Tipping over. Get that head set up. And then reach. Reach a little further. Feel those little tingling maybe there. And then come right back up. Drop the chin down towards your chest. And then lift the chin, maybe lift a little higher. You just be careful. Just don't want you to cram the vertebrae up in the back of the neck. So just drop the chin, drop the shoulders, and then lift the chin a little bit more. And again, drop the chin, drop the shoulders so you feel that stretch across the upper back. And then lift. One more time. And then with your nose, make a figure 8 right in front. Down, around, and up. And down, around, and up. Feel those Rice Krispies in your head. And one more time. Beautiful. Release the arms down to the side. Put the feet right underneath the knees here. You're sitting atop the sit bones. We are in seated mountain pose. Now, maybe shoulders come this way. So what I want you to think about doing is draw those shoulder heads to the side walls. Sit as tall as you can. Put that little tuck in your chin because we tend to do this. So just this little tuck in your chin. All right, roll the shoulders around. Let's let the arms hang first. So you're just lifting the shoulders up and around. Oh, there's some crackling. And then back to front, other way. And around. One more time. All right, so now I'm going to add the elbows for a little more. Yeah, easy enough. If you can get those elbows up, great. If one doesn't want to do that, that's okay. Don't do it. This is where I start to say, you do you. Whatever feels good in your body is what you need to do. And if it doesn't do it, don't do it. I found new things that don't feel good to me these days. And I don't do them anymore. All right, reach forward like you're asking for something. That's that Oliver twist. More. Right here. All right, back of the head. Open the arms. Lounge chair pose. I got a name for everything. And again, reach forward, drop the chin. Back of the head, open up. Deep breath in, and again. And all the way around. That's some big arm circles. Arms out to the side. I'm going to take the palms up and then down. Just rotating in the shoulders and down. So a little in the shoulders, the wrist, and the elbows. All right, and here we go. Shrink them in a little bit, and I'm going to go side to side. I have broadened my feet a little bit to create a little broader base because I don't want you to lift up on the sit bones. I want you to stay evenly pressed into both sit bones. And again. More. And again. All right, level this out. And then we're going to cross them in front and open. Exhale. Hinging into this a little bit now. Cross them in front. And one more time. And back. All right, we twist to one wall. Let's drop the hands down. Wherever they land, they land. And looking right straight to the wall. Then what I want you to do is lift the torso and take the gaze up to the ceiling. And then look down towards your hip. And then come back the other way. All right, we go the other way. Just let the hands drop. Wherever they drop is great. Lift the heart. Drop the chin. Look towards the hip. All right, and then come on back to the front. Let's take the feet out a little bit wider. We're going to circle around. This should feel good. But if it doesn't, don't do it, right? Let's go the other way. All right, and then from here, take the arms out wide, and I'm going to move up from the hips now into the ribs. So just slide the ribs across. It's like you're going to try to grab something over here, and then over here, and then over here. Okay, let's stay over here. Right hand down. I'm going to arc over, drop down, nice big circle around. Reach out again, up and over. That's why we have a little broader base with our feet. And again, one more time. And all the way out, both arms up. And bring them back. Close the fingers in. Oh, stretch across the back. And then pull back. And again, tuck that tailbone underneath you now. We take this into the lower back now, as well as the upper back. And stretch back. All right, here goes the other side. Left hand down. We come over. We drop down. And around. All the ribs slide over there. And again, if it doesn't work, you don't have to do it. And again. All right, one more time. All the way up. Both arms up. Fold the hands. Bring them in. Tuck the tailbone underneath you. Scoop in the belly. Up and around. I'm going to walk my feet back in, and from here, we forward fold. Hinge at the hip. All right, halfway rise. I want you to slide the hands up the shins, let the heart come forward. Little baby cobra here. Exhale, release back down. We're going to reverse swan dive, which means the back of the hands lead all the way up. Deep breath in. Turn to the right and down. Deep breath in, arms up and over. Turn to the left and down. Deep breath in. Come to the center. Let's lift that right leg up. And circle. You can grab behind the knee if that feels better, or in front, circling that ankle. All right. Pressing out. Coming right back in. Drop the toe. And again, you're going to hold that door up and press and down. Move slowly. Move with intention. Notice what feels good. Notice what doesn't. All right. And one more time. All right, now here, I'm going to circle this leg around. I'm able to sit up nice and tall to do this. You can grab underneath that leg, on top, whatever feels good. But this left leg isn't moving. I have pressed it firmly into the ground. All right, let's see if we can drop that out to the side. And we're going to arc over. Nice side stretch. Now, sit heavy onto this left sit bone. But as I do that, I'm going to reach up a little bit further. And back down. Lock that leg back in. Let's take that leg out in front, toe to the ceiling, a little wiggle in the toes. Left hand, hinge at the hip. Let that heart come forward. Watch we don't round down. Heart coming forward. Finally you say, okay, that's enough for right now. And then exhale, release down, push off that leg, bring that foot in, lift the other leg up. Here we go. Circle the ankle. So be sure this right foot is grounded, firmly pressed into the ground. And here we go, press out. Right back in, drop the toe. Just articulating the foot, the ankle, toes. Lots of bones in that foot. And again, and here we go. Circle it around. That range of motion that feels good to you. This is smaller for me. And again. All right, out to the side. Hold it there. Come back to the center. All right, so you're getting a little inner thigh stretch here. We're going to arc over. Push that right sit bone into the ground and reach further. All right, all the way up. Both feet in. Deep breath. This is that little vinyasa. Forward fold. We'll do this standing later too. Inhale, halfway rise. It's like I said something, you didn't want to miss it, so you look up, right? Exhale, release back down and reverse swan dive all the way up. All right, get your feet underneath you. We're going to go up and down off of this chair 10 times, all right? If that doesn't work for you, you don't have to do it. Feel free to use the chair if you need to, all right? The point is to be able to get up and out of the seat. Here we go. Inhale, rise up. Okay, exhale down. Inhale back up, squeeze your glutes. Use the chair if you need to, it's okay. And if you want to do it one time, I'll tell you when was the last time, all right? 3 and 4. Press the feet into the earth. Move slow, move with intention. 5, 6, give your glutes a squeeze. 7. Why? Did I forget 6?
Yeah, 6.
Thanks, 7. 8, 9, and here's the last one, 10. We're going to stay up right now. All right, side to side. Let's move around to the back of the chair. We've always got it for balance there. And have yourself a drink of water. Denise, you have some Paula water as part of it, and Judith, you probably know that, right? Here come little giblets. Okay, coming behind the chair, you have it there for balance anytime, all the time. It's up to you entirely now, but you do you. Heels are underneath my sit bones. All right, so my feet aren't wide, they're not smacked together, they're just comfortably apart right there. I feel all parts of my foot into the ground. But, Carm, you're sitting on that side today. How can that be? I went, who's that woman? All right, so I just want you to rock forward onto the toes and then back. Maybe lift the toes, maybe not. Just be aware of the corners of your feet, all right? The front and the back of your toes. Again, and use the chair if you need to. All right, and then settle back in. Keep all parts of your feet on the earth. I'm going to soften my knees a little bit because I'm going to drop the tailbone towards the earth, all right? We never want to lock out a knee. I don't know if you can see that. There I have locked my knees, all right? So I don't want to do that. And the way I do that is just turning that tailbone towards the earth a little bit, so they're just a little bit soft right there. All right, nice and tall. The ribs and the hips are going to connect, all right? So they're not going to expand, all right? They're going to connect. You're going to lift the heart a little bit. The shoulders sort of fall back from the heart. Nice and tall. And then let the thumbnails start to point forward, all right? Depends on your shoulders, but for me, it's my thumbnails. Some people may need to turn their whole hand forward there, but that opens the chest, broadens the collar, lifts the mood, right? The heart goes up, the mood goes up, right? Tipping the head just a little bit. Keep one hand near the chair if you need it. And then come back. Notice when you're right smack in the middle, right? And then the other side. Watch the shoulders don't move. And then come back up. I'm going to put one hand on the chair here, and then I'm going to drop that right shoulder back. But let's see if we can keep that right foot from coming back. So keep pressing those right toes into the ground. This is just an upper body twist. Let's go the other way. And let that left hip come forward. In fact, you can take your left hip hand on there and press that left hip forward. All right, back to the front. Downward facing dog. Let's step on back. Hands on the chair. You're going to walk the feet back. They're underneath your hips. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lowering the heart down towards the earth. Soften your knees as much as you need to. Point the tailbone to the back wall. My elbows are bent a little bit. My arms are soft. I'm feeling the stretch in the back of the legs. Now pull that navel towards your spine. Breathe into the back ribs. All right. And then taking the gaze over the chair. Once again, I said something, you didn't want to miss it. Push the heel of the hand into the chair. Step that right foot in. Lifting up. Come back. Lift that front toe. And again, come forward. Lift that back heel. Sit back. Lift that front toe. And again, forward. Maybe you want to let that foot leave the earth in the back. Your choice. It's a little bit of upward facing dog. And again, one more time. All right, put that foot solidly on the ground, and the feet are on railroad tracks. Okay, they're not on the balance beam, so give them space. Both feet on the ground, standing nice and tall. Again, mountain pose. You got a little twist to it here, so you decide if you need the chair or not. Then I'm going to lift my back heel and hold. All right. And if this is accessible to you, lift that front heel just a little bit. Yep. Use the chair. It's okay. All right. Release both arms out. Deep breath in. Bring the hands back to the heart. I'm going to add a twist. So left hand reach to the chair. Let that right arm reach back. Thumb up, always. And look to that right wall. Don't try to look over your shoulder to me. Look to that right wall. Maybe this is accessible. Maybe you can release that left hand over the chair, reaching it to me, or keep it on the chair. It's okay. Both arms up. Come back to the front. And let's go back to downward facing dog. Step on back. Turn that tailbone to the back wall. So you want to tip that pelvis forward. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs. And then imagine somebody's pulling your hips back. All right, we look over the chair. Hello, left foot in. We're going to push up and rock back. Lift that front toe. Push forward and back. If you want to lift that back foot, do so. A little work in the glute right there. In the back of your seat. Lifting up and back. One more time. Lift up and then settle into it. All right, so your feet are on the railroad tracks, toes facing straight away. See if you can pull away from the chair. Keep it near if you need to. Nice and tall. Again, mountain pose. Thumbnails press forward. The heart lifts. The mood lifts, right? It's so good to be back to see you all. Okay, deep breath in. I'm going to drop my right hand to the chair. And I'm just going to swing that left arm back. Look to the left wall. Thumb up, everyone. Always, always. Yeah. Let's watch you don't cock the wrist and send the fingers back. Keep everything in alignment there and just reach back. Lovely. Maybe you can release that right hand to me. Nice twist. But you do you. Back to the front. Deep breath in. Now I'm going to step back and we're going to take our first vinyasa. It means flow series. Forward fold, bend the knees, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway rise. You want to slide the hands to the quadricep muscles. And I'm looking at the back of the chair. The image I like is you're looking at a small child or a little puppy on the ground. Hello. And then exhale, slide back down the legs. Bend the knees really deeply. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Got it? Let's do it again. Deep breath. Here's the exhale. Here's the inhale. We halfway rise. Here's the exhale. We forward fold. And here's the inhale. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Come into the chair. Right hand crosses over. A little arc. And then the other one. And back to the front. Let's just stretch wide. Step the feet out. Star pose. Isn't it lovely? Easy enough, right? Stretch. Give the fingers a stretch out there. Drop your shoulders. Connect the ribs to the hips. Ground through the feet. Little micro bend in the knees. You should feel really, really strong in this position. All right. Oh, let's take a sunflower. Sorry, step back a little bit. So from here, hinge at the hip, bend the knees. Circle sweep the arms. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. In yoga, we connect breath in everything. It means union of breath and movement. And so that's really what guides us. And one more time. All the way back up. Hands are together at your heart. Walk your feet in and open to mountain pose. All right. Have a drink. Come back. All right. Move through some warrior postures now. So I did get my hair clipped in. Yeah. Okay. Mountain pose. Once again, heels underneath the sit bones. Knees have a little bend to them. The heart is lifted. So is the mood, right? Smile. Okay. Just a little feet work here first. Up and down. Stairmaster. Okay. I'm going to drop the right foot and leave the left heel up. See if you can balance. Another version of mountain pose. Okay. Send this foot back. Toe is turned out. Toe ball heel goes down. Come around to the front. Warrior one. My front knee is over the ankle and the back leg is straight. So let's be sure that's happening. Check and see. Back leg straight, toes turned out, front knee over the ankle. Not up here, not beyond. Right over the ankle. Deep breath in. We'll take one of these sunflower kind of things. I am hinging at the hip. I'm not bending any deeper into my knee. It's all in my hip. And up. One more time. All the way up. From here, we're going to go to warrior two. So any adjustment you need in your feet, that left foot faces the left wall, the right foot faces the chair, or maybe in a little, it's okay. I have to make that switch too. Reach forward to me with your right hand. Reach back with your left and look very serious. Okay. You're looking over these two peace fingers here. Everybody drop their shoulders. Relax your shoulders. You got it. Beautiful. And then I'm going to turn that front hand to the ceiling, and I'm going to lift up on that hand. If you need the chair, drop it down and just take your gaze up. Peaceful warrior, sun warrior, reverse warrior. It has some different names. Come back to your breath. Remember, everything's about breath here. Don't hold it. All right, let's level this out. Here's that warrior two. Drop your shoulders, ribs to the hips. I'm going to use my chair and come into side angle. Hinge at that right hip. Let that left arm float to the ceiling. Maybe over a little bit more. You decide. And I'm looking to the left wall. It's easy. Don't make it hard. All right, circle sweep that arm down. Both hands come to the chair. I want you to pop that back foot up. Toe to the ground, heel to the ceiling. And if this is accessible, we reach that other arm up. And a little pulse on that heel. Heart forward, eyes up. Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, drop the toe down, but leave the heel up. Good boy. High lunge. Here we go. Use the chair if you need to. It's always there. And breathe. I'm now going to drop my left hand. Swing that right arm back. You can even drop that left shoulder if you like. Maybe get that elbow on the chair. Hinge at the hip a little bit. Lean into it. Yeah. Twisted lunge. All right, both hands on the chair. We're going back to downward facing dog. Step on back. Turn that tailbone to the back wall. Feel that great stretch in the hamstrings. And bend the knees as much as you need to do that. Oh, breathe into the back ribs ever so deep. All right, taking the gaze over the chair, step the left foot in. Turn that right toe out. So the front knee over the ankle, back leg is straight. The broader you take this, certainly the more challenging to your hips, but the easier balance because you have a broader base if your feet are wide. But you do you here. Here we go, arms up. Drop the shoulders, connect the ribs to the hips. Imagine I was going to punch you in the stomach. Oh, so you have to have a nice strong core there, right, for that. Let's take one sweep. So I am not bending my knee. That's what I want you to notice as you go down. Unhinging at the hip. Let's do one more. No bend in the knee, right? All the way up. And drop the shoulders. Here's that beautiful warrior one. Turn the palms inward, thumbs to the back wall, eyes up, heart forward. Yeah, and drop your shoulders. Thank you. Okay, we're going to switch into warrior two. You can use the chair there. That left toe faces the chair. For me, it faces off a little bit, and the right toe faces the right wall. And arms out. If this is accessible, you need that hand on the chair, it is always there. Turn the gaze, look over the two peace fingers. Let that right hand reach back even further as you do this, because we tend to bring it in, right? So nice big stretch here. Breathe. This is where we get serious. All right, palm to the ceiling. We're going to go back to reverse. Use the chair if you need to. Just lift up. It's like you're lifting up, oh, I don't know, an orange or something. Or you're reaching up there for water. Now it's going to trickle all the way down your arm. Front knee still over the ankle. Sense that, all right? All right. Back to warrior two. Look to that right wall. Stretch the arms as far from one another as you can. Drop your shoulders down. And now we come into side angle. You can use that chair if you need it. Let this right arm float to the ceiling. Mm-hmm. Did I get that wrong? No, right arm to the ceiling. It's because here. See, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I don't know if you're right or not. All right, so circle sweep that arm down. It's like you're going to draw a big circle around. You're going to lift that back heel up and come to the front. So now it's like I'm pushing the grocery cart. All right, I'm on that heel in the back. Body comes upright. Yeah. Let's try some balance. One arm. And maybe the other. Front knee is bent. So I've dropped my center of gravity. It makes balance a little bit easier. All right, we didn't get that foot behind. We will next. Okay. Swing it on our back. Thumb to the ceiling always. And I'm going to hinge at the hip. Lean into this. Maybe your elbow will reach the chair. Look towards that left wall. It becomes twisted lunge this way. And now my back leg is going pretty straight. My heel is still up though. All right, back to the chair. Both hands on the chair. We're going to pop that back heel up. And if this is accessible, let's take that left arm up. Thumb to the ceiling. And heel is reaching to the ceiling. A little pulse maybe. Use the ground if you need to. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now as I release my right hand, I'm going to put that foot down. Deep breath. Let's step back for that vinyasa. Lest we hit our face on the chair. Forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse swan. All right. Again, on your own breathing. All right, let's take this hand clasp here, and this is called candlestick pose. In a church, we call it that church. Remember we used to do that with the fingers in? You can see all the people.
There's the church and here's the steeple.
Okay, draw this line up the ceiling. I'm taking my gaze out. What I want you to do is drop the shoulders, connect the ribs to the hips, turn the tailbone towards the earth, a little micro bend in the knees. And now we're going to add this twist as we open up. My knees are soft. Stop right there, shoulder level if you can. Drop, swing that left or right arm back. We do the same thing again. Draw up. I'm going to straighten the legs, take the heart, take the gaze. And then drop the shoulders, connect the ribs and hips, bend the knees. Other side. Shoulder level if you can. Bring that arm down, all the way up. Step back one more vinyasa, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale. And reverse swan dive all the way back up. Let's come into chair pose. So let's get your feet, mountain pose again. Thumbnail comes to your heart. Sit in that chair behind you, all right? So the chair's not there. The chair is back there. Eyes up, heart forward. Turn that tailbone towards the earth. Nice. And from here, let's just try a little, Shirley, upright. Yeah, heart up there. Bring yourself up a little bit, Shirley. Yeah. Not down here, just up here. And then powerful pose. It's lovely. Drop your shoulders. Reach to the ceiling. And down. All right, shake it. That was lovely. Have a drink of water. If I spent too much time, we have to balance still. Okay, so from mountain pose, behind your chair, step out to the right. Let me rethink that. Step out to the right. Broad base this time. Star pose. Star pose, kind of broad base. All right? Lovely. I'm going to take my left hand on the chair, right hand on my knee, and I'm going to send the tailbone back there. So I hinge at the hip. And if this works for you, see if you can lift those left toes to the ceiling. Now, each piece of this is I'm going to make it more challenging. I'm going to take one hand on my heart. You should really feel that right leg working. And if you've had enough, stay there or come back. Otherwise, I'm going to take my other hand there. Drop the toe. Come back up to that star pose. Nice and tall. We're going to bring this right foot in. And let's first just rest that heel on the ankle. Okay? See if you can balance. And maybe this is your tree pose today. Head over, heart over pelvis here. All right? Other option is to move that up towards the calf. Use the chair any way you need to. Or arms up. Your tree has branches today, or maybe one branch, or maybe no branches. All right? Your choice. Drop this left hand down. Turn the knee to the front. Curl the heel towards the glute. Drop the knee, and we have dancer pose. I'm going to drop that foot down behind the other foot. And just see if there's balance. Now, you know, if you don't cross the midline, you don't need to do that. Just another way to try balance. So let's go the other side. You step out to the side. That would be the left. Reaching up. Here's our beautiful star pose. Ribs and hips connected, shoulders down. This middle should feel real strong. If I was to punch you, you would not. You'd be all right, okay? So I'm going to sink into that left knee. Right hand goes on the chair. Left hand goes, my hips go back, all right? Not here. They need to go back there. And here's where we find what feels good to us. One hand at the heart. Maybe you're going to lift that right toe to the ceiling. Skandasana. Now breathe. All right. Come on back up. Here's our star pose again. Walk this foot back in. You need to use the chair. Please do. That heel comes to the ankle. And maybe this is your tree pose today. Or you find it. Arms up, arms down, whatever is good. All right, dancer pose. My right arm comes down, knee to the earth, heel, sole of the foot to the back. Dancer pose. Beautiful. Nice. Everybody has great options. Hands on the chair, step on back to downward facing dog. Breathe deep. All right, bend into the knees, hands on the thigh muscles. Let's tuck the tailbone and round the spine and roll back up this time. Shoulders come up by your ears, around and down. Lovely. Shake out. We have a drink of water. We will sit back down on the chair. Beautiful. All right, nicely done, nicely done. And out in front, up with that right leg again. Now I'm gonna roll back towards the fleshy part of my seat. All right, so get all the way back on there. So you have to fire those core muscles on to do this. See if you can lift your shin. Is that a shin? Yes, the lower leg. And just for fun. Maybe two hands. It's up to you. These core muscles, support it. It's okay. Lifting all the way back up. Deep breath in. This left arm is going to drop down, and I'm going to turn the right hand like I'm going to wave to somebody. So my left hand is right there at the knee, and then I add this little twist, seated, twisted chair pose. All right, circle sweep that arm down and around. Now comes our figure four stretch. You know, if you've had hip replacement, knee trouble, hip trouble, just don't do it, all right? Otherwise, I'm going to cross it right there at my ankle. You can support it, you can open it, press that low back forward. Yes, everybody's grown 2 inches today on that. So work wherever you are comfortable here. And breathe. This is a stretch for that wonderful, nice case of sciatica, if it's caused by that piriformis muscle. There's several causes of sciatica, but that's one. And this one I say, if you can do this, you should do this. Straighten that leg out in front. Put your hands on the chair. Put a little grip on them. And I'm just going to lift the heart. Point the elbows to the back wall. I'm not going to let my head drop back. I'm going to lift the heart. Point the elbows back if you can. That's my version of reverse plank. All right. So we go the other way. Starting with half boat pose. You lift the knee. And then see if you can lift that shin. You can support that leg there. That's okay. You're still going to feel those core muscles work. Maybe release one hand. Maybe hold on for dear life, all right? It's up to you entirely. Maybe release the other. You should really feel those core muscles working, though, when you do that. And breathe. You're pulling that navel in towards your spine. Connect the ribs and the hips. All right, what do we do next? We did the twist, I think, first, right? Twisted chair. Okay, so reaching up, I'm going to drop that right hand down. Leave that left one up like you're waving to somebody over there. And that wrist on your right hand comes to your knee if you can. So you have to hinge forward a little bit. And what do I always say? Lift your heart. Big change when you do that, right? Breathe. Looking to that left wall. All right, come on over, cross this leg over now. Or down low. For me, that's the new norm for me now. And breathe. Let that low back press forward too. Nice and tall. All right. So out goes that leg. Hold on to the chair. Point the elbows to the back. Just push into the heel of the hand. Lift the heart. It's like a little cobra. That upper body is just lifting. All right. And release. Deep breath in. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone, a little stretch right where you worked. And then we go up, around, and down. And walk on back to the back. Now, any stretch you didn't get that you need, please feel free to do it. This is your time. And then you've got that pelvis pressed into the back. Roll up through the spine. Let's take the legs down. Yeah, back into the back. Settle in. Open the eyes really wide. Spread your face up. And then just let it relax. Pull the shoulders up like you're freezing cold. Release them down. Make a fist like you're mad. Let it go up into the biceps. And then relax. Lift the feet like there were mice on the ground. And release them down. And now close your eyes. Let's do this. Bring your right hand to your heart. Maybe cover it with your left hand. Your eyes need to be closed because you need to do the right and the left, and I'm not doing that. So you feel with your hands the breath, the movement, maybe even the rhythm of your heart. And then open the hands, wiggle your fingers. And then bring the hands together at your heart. Drop your chin to your chest. Where there's love, there will always be miracles. And where there are miracles, there will always be joy. Namaste.
Namaste.
Wow, wonderful day. Just the sweetness today. You all were so good. All right, this is a regular week. I'll see you on Wednesday.